Happy Monday, everybody! I'm just back with some more daily numerology. Today is February 20th, 2022, and on our inner outer world, we have this 20, a direct reflection, which reduces down to a 2. And we are also at the height of this new moon in Pisces energy, right? And this new moon in Pisces energy has a lot of energy in dreaming and emotions, because Pisces is about that. It's a very watery sign. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio are all water signs, but Pisces, I feel, the two fish, it's one of the most, swimming through a sea of emotions. It definitely has that kind of energy with it. But with that energy, really becoming to terms with our emotions helps us dream, right? Coming into the realization, like looking at our emotions, but that wave can bring really some creativity that comes out of that emotion. Sometimes our emotions produce pieces of art that are just amazing. They become dreamy. They show a lot of things. So that's kind of what this energy in this new moon is about, as we set intentions going forward. It's really about what we talked about in January about these dreams coming true. This Pisces new moon is giving you the energy to see and to plan as we go forward with our dreams. And so the 20 reduces down to a 2, but this 20 is about turning points and decisions and adaptability and reconstruction. So this 2 is a planning period, okay? It's about learning to adapt to whatever changes within you are occurring. Because yesterday, right, the idea of that new beginning, because we are not afraid to let go of the things that we might lose. As that happens and we start a new beginning, that fresh energy came in yesterday. And now in the 2 today, it helps fuel our planning process. And also shows us, the 22 also shows us how adaptable we are, okay? The 2 it can be about partnerships, but today is about the partnership with yourself. I always go back to the self, because it is very, very important when we are striving to do something, when we are making plans to do something, when we are adapting to our changes. It all comes back to the partnership with ourselves of how we proceed, okay? So use this time today. You take this energy from this new moon of this dreamy, creative energy that comes from the emotions, that comes from looking at our emotions, and use it to plan where our dreams are going. Adapting to the change in your perspective allows you to plan. And then as that happens, the cycle, the power of the energy of this cycle will help manifest those dreams coming true as you assimilate and create and plan under this new moon 2 energy. You could hit a turning point today because of that change of perspective from yesterday, which then allows you to become aware of making decisions and how you're going to plan and adapt to the future, which helps reconstruct you. The 2 is also about laying the seed in the dirt and being in it and letting things happen. It's allowing that soil and that water to come around it and hibernate that seed for a moment before it sprouts, to give it the nourishment that it needs. And it needs time for that nourishment. So it's about being adaptable to that energy as well. And in this too, right? So when you're planning, there's a couple of things that are a part of it, right? So the planning and the adaptability come from you have discipline within yourself because you've learned so much, okay? And as we go forward with a dream or go forward with plans, we've learned that there are certain things that we need to discipline with ourselves, correct? And so that's one of the things within your planning process today that you can take into consideration. If you're planning something like a business, perhaps, it's a good idea to look at your financial discipline. Look at where you are with that. Look at how things are. Maybe it's time to reconstruct under this too, where those finances and how to discipline those finances, okay? Maybe under this energy, there is domestic disharmony, okay? And so under this energy, you have the ability to adapt to whatever that is and know how to plan, how to change, how to bring that domesticness into a harmony, whatever domestic means for you. Whether that actually means like your physical home, whether that means the relationships within your home, or whether that just means on a domestic front, whether that's just within your daily domestic life, there's some disharmony. Today allows you to kind of see that, adapt to that it happened, and then adapt to a change to bring harmony to that domestic area. It's a day that we time out. We take the time out because this new moon is fresh. It's in the black because the sun and the moon are together and they're aligned and they're working together. So it's a great day to sit and culminate in that soil as we start to plan for the next steps in our dreams coming true. And that Pisces moon's really going to help kickstart that. And I want you to look for synchronicities along the way, today and every day, to kind of show you messages come through in synchronicities. Like a synchronicity can come in the form of like number messages that we see when we leave the house. It can come in the idea of thinking about somebody and then they show up. It can come with the idea of we are planning something, or we're in the process of like trying to adapt, assimilate, and then plan. And then something comes through, some sort of information comes through to justify that plan. So that also coincides with you taking that time today. There's synchronicity that will show up to show you that. And within all of this, especially with this emotional new moon, remember that sexual energy we talk so much about, and coming in terms with our intuition and understanding that the information comes in and then it sends it to our heart and then it sends it back to our mind so that we can communicate it and put it out. That sexual energy is very important to your planning and your creative process today. Very, very important. Opening up that channel, opening up those energies so that you can really download and really see what your plans are. And really understand that through that energy, you also are so adaptable. Okay? And remembering that letting go, because we're trying to understand that we don't need to fear losing. By letting go, we're able to release that fear, and that helps us adapt and it helps us plan to our dreams coming through because it allows room, okay? And then with all of this, what happens with this energy, what comes out of this energy is abundance and unlimited possibilities in conjunction with supporting your dreams. So know that this too is about the partnership with yourself, because the partnership with yourself and coming into balance with that helps balance the energies within you, which then allows you to understand that you can sit and germinate in that soil, give it time, and nourish yourself. And nourishing yourself means making those plans. We don't step into action. We make those plans. We see where we're going. And we understand how adaptable that we are to change, which allows the new steps to come through. And then this new moon is giving us the emotional creativity to go forward, to help us adapt, to also help us let go of what we're afraid to lose, because the emotional creativity, getting that out kind of helps us get through that as well. So I hope that you guys, and know that this is the inner and outer is like a direct reflection, but the outer too is reminding you that partnership with yourself, reflecting back on planning and adapting, helps make that a much more beautiful, loving, and creative process. I hope you guys have an amazing new moon. I hope you have an amazing Monday. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.